What, you think he's mentally unwell?
Yes, I think he always was. I'll tell her I've been on this show. When it airs. I don't want to worry her. You sound unconvinced, but
I'm not. Honestly,
I mean, what?
No. So it's your point that are you challenging him to reveal this evidence?
No, I would challenge him to leave me alone.
If Richard Gadd is watching this, what's your message to him?
Leave me alone, please. Get a life, get a proper job. I am horrified at what you've done.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Ketchup Court Docket, or the Ketchup Docket as I like to call it. Thank you so much for tuning in. I nearly forgot to press the mic button, but yes, I didn't forget this time. We are off to, let me not say it because who knows what's gonna happen. If I say that, the stream might end up imploding or exploding and aliens destroy everything. I don't know. Let me not say anything. Let me just say welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for tuning in. We are continuing on from what we were discussing yesterday, because we went through the declaration of Richard Gadd yesterday as he filed in support of Netflix case, which was brought by Fiona. I'll be very honest. I don't want to go and rehash most of that stream. You can go back and watch. I really do implore you to watch. I'm not going to spoil anything because it was a cold read. It was a lot of reactions in there. A lot of unexpected twists and turns. So I'd rather have you watch it for yourself rather than try and explain what happened on that previous stream. So when this stream is done, and if you have time for yourself, go and check it out. We have a lot of content on the channel and it's all accessible. Just check out the podcast or the playlist. But to start off with this, because the main reason I wanted to do this stream today is because I went back to watch the old interview after the last stream was done, because I was like, there's no way all of this is being, maybe I'll spoil this one, because my reaction was, there's no way all of this was being revealed about her. And there's the audacity to go on Piers Morgan and deny some of the stuff. So I was naturally curious. Let's go back to the denials. Let's look at what did she deny? What did she deny? How bad was the denial? And yeah, just basically analyze from there. It's not going to be a very long stream because I am preoccupied tonight. I have engagements to attend tonight, so it's going to be only for like an hour and a half. I'm going to keep it to that length. It would have been longer if I had, but it is what it is. It's only going to be like an hour and a half or an hour. So that's pretty much it. Shout out to everyone that is locked in right now and has tuned into the stream. If you're watching back on replay, thank you for watching us. I hope you are enjoying this stream. I hope that you are enjoying what we are to see. Do not forget to hit that like button. It really does help us out with the YouTube algorithm. And also wherever you're at, let me know in chat how you are feeling. I would what you think of the stream, etc. Let's get some interaction going. But yes. So as I was saying, in regards to that interview, I have noted a lot of things from that interview that just stuck out to me, and I cannot for the life of me on first I just couldn't believe some of the things that she was denying. And in all fairness, it has kind of brought me into it's kind of made sense why some of the things that she was saying that sounded out of place. Now in context, it's not really out of place at all. It's just she was putting it out of place, but it's actually in context once you know the context, and you can see her trying to take it out of it, But things like that, those sort of cues is what I look for. It's what I always live for, so that I can see how someone speaks and drops himself in it without realizing, because I don't know, there were so many things that she was saying in that interview, even from the first watch, that I was like, this does not add up. So I thought it would be a great way to basically do this stream today, and just basically go through this and go through the interview and and get your thoughts and opinions, get your reactions as well. What do you guys think? You know, yeah. So I'm going to wait for a few more people to join, and then we're gonna play the first part of the clip of the clip that I have here. So let me. Okay, so right. Let me go into the chat one more time and see who is with me. If you guys are lurkers again like last time, you are welcome to lurk. I have no problem with lurkers. I know how awkward it can be to say hi to someone for the first time, but I don't bite. Honestly, I do not bite. I am actually just a ketchup. I squeeze though, but you're not here physically with me, so I'm not gonna squeeze and. Pardon the pun. Oh Lord. Do I do dad jokes? Should I do dad jokes? Should be the question. Should I do dad jokes? But nonetheless, let's go ahead and go into the first clip that I have here, and that is the one where Fiona was asked. Let me look at my notes. Fiona was asked when she first heard of the show, and I believe her response was quite odd because she said that she heard of the show 5 years ago or something like that. So that was her response then. So yeah, we're just gonna watch that and yeah, and see what we make of it. Alrighty.
5 years ago.
Hold up. Let me reverse that back. Let me flip it and reverse it. All right. Let me flip it and reverse it. All right. Okay, so this is it.
Wouldn't give credence to something like that, and it's not really my kind of drama.
When did you know that you were the person being depicted in this?
5 years ago on BBC Breaking News, I saw Mr. Gadd making a play for the Edinburgh Festival, and he was holding up placards, MP's wife stalker, and all of this, and he called the baby reindeer. That's all I knew, and I thought, well, I've only met this guy 2 or 3 times. I don't know him. And left it at that. I should have possibly jumped to that stage.
Okay, I want to say this. I just want to say this quickly, yeah? Immediately, what stuck out with me there, it was just the pure, first and foremost, I wanted to play that part first so that you can see how she answered that question thoroughly. Nothing sounds out of place. In fact, I actually believe her because I do think that would have been where we already have a lot to work with. Okay, let's go into in context to what Richard wrote in his declaration. In context to what Richard wrote in his declaration, this might not be accurate because according to Richard, she has always attended his comedy gigs. So it wouldn't have been 5 years ago. It just wouldn't have been, objectively. So when you look at that already, we are off to a bad start, but it is, I'm not going to hold it against her because I still think that she is in the mindset of this is the last time, all those things. So I'm not going to hold it against her. I think she's just speaking to a real event that actually happened. She actually saw him. The last time she saw him was 5 years ago. And that's when she saw Baby Reindeer. So I'm not going to hold that against her. The fact that they have met previously in the comedy shows, you know, I'm not going to hold that against her. But it falls apart where she says, we only met a few times. That's when it falls apart for me. Because I'm going to go. By the way, hi, Nom the Plume. Thank you so much for tuning in. Evening to you too. So I'm in regards to, I'm going to go into Richard's okay. They're supposed to be this one, but for some reason it's showing the other tab. Let me try and
what do you think?
Okay. Like I said like I said, do not. I'm so glad I didn't rejoice. I'm so glad I did not rejoice. I'm so glad I did not say, "Oh my gosh, nothing's gone wrong so far." Because it happened now. The microphone echoed a little bit there because I just realized that I left both things on. Anyway, like I said, it always happens. I'm so used to it now, but yeah. So going into Richard's declaration, I think let me go down to page. Yeah, this is the rule life where he says the real life experience with Fiona Harvey. We're not going to focus on that part yet. We're going to go back to that part, but this is for 2014 to 2017. That's what we talked about last time. Harvey subsequently stalked and harassed me. Well, not me, but throughout 2014 to 2017, she frequently appeared at the pub. We're gonna go back to that, but the fact that she said we only saw me a few times, I want to highlight. If I know for a fact, I just want to highlight this point. I'm not gonna stay too long on this point, but I just want to highlight. If I know for a fact, that I've seen you twice, 3 times, once, I would say once, twice, 3 times. I think when it starts to get 4, 5, 6, 7, I then start to like generalize a little bit. Like, oh, I've seen him a couple of times, too many times to count, or whatever. It's appropriate. But for some reason, I always am able to say once, twice, 3 times, sometimes maybe 4, depending on how good my memory is. But for her, I know she saw him multiple times, and the reason why I say that is because she's just saying or offering that to make it seem like he is blowing our proportion to create a whole Netflix show based on the experience, and she's just trying to. That's what I gather from this. It's the start of the thing, and the one thing that she's in her head, she just wants to send to everybody that he's way overboard. He's gone way overboard with this because I don't know him that well. We only met a couple of times, or a few times, to quote her properly. But yeah, so to go back into the video. Hold up. Okay, so let's go back into the video, and this is the part that I want you to that I want you to see. 1 second.
I assume in the actual thing, obviously given her a different.
Found the real woman online.
So I assume in the actual thing, obviously given her a different.
No, sorry, wrong timestamp. Oh gosh, wrong timestamp. I was wondering why is this here? That's not what I want to say yet.
The show shows you coming in to a London pub. You just named the pub, and he's working behind the bar, Richard Gadd, and he offers you a cup of tea. Is that what happened?
No, that's not
Okay, you
great.
say
He didn't offer me a cup of tea. Nobody gets anything free from Holy Arms.
Sure about that.
I was in for a meal with a drink of lemonade, and I was very hungry. I'm diabetic, so hungry. So
Did you talk to him?
He interrupted the conversation. There was another barman there, and he said, "Oh, you're Scottish." Basically commandeered the conversation. I was talking to somebody, so he seemed to be obsessed with me from that moment onward.
Just speaking to you, I never met you before.
I just want to say I'm going to do a hindsight stream on this. I have to. I've noticed so many things with her that I just want to analyze in terms of abuse settings, because we have to remember the context. My mic is still on, isn't it? My mic is not on, is it? Okay. Oh, it's on. Okay. No, don't fear the worst. Oh gosh. I don't know why. Forgive me, chat. Forgive me. Look, these technicals are gonna end, but I'm just suffering from PTSD. I'm suffering from PTSD. Sorry. Oh damn. Anyway, but she said no one gets anything for free. And she says that he was interrupting her. The reason why he was interrupting her and he started harassing her and stalking her. The reason why I want to do a hindsight stream so much is because that behavior is a well-studied behavior. I think if you watch hindsight, you probably know which one I'm referring to. But I'm gonna do a hindsight stream on Wednesday, going through the behaviors that I've seen that was being alluded to the show in terms of an abuse dynamic, because I do believe Richard Gadd has been abused by this by Fiona Harvey. It's just not the abuse that we are commonly talking about. So it's more of I will be doing the stream to show the type of abuse that this is, this particular interview, because so that's going to be a stream, so you can go look forward to that on the main channel. But for this particular one, I just want to highlight the fact that in the lawsuit, he says following the first meeting, which I believe is clever. It's clever because that's what she's talking about. She's only talking about the first meeting, and to be quite fair, Richard does not provide any not any. Sorry. In 2014, he does provide. I was about to get that wrong. My bad. But he does provide. He does provide context to the first meeting that they had. So it says in 2014, I met Harvey at the pub where I worked, and at the time, the Holy Arms. I noticed that Harvey looked distressed and offered a cup of tea on the house. On noticing other each other's accents, we engaged what I took at the time to be a friendly conversation, a common Scottish heritage. The reason why I wanted to highlight this cup of tea part is because he did say that the people in the arms, what's it called? I forgot the name of the place. Holy Arms. The people in the Holy Arms can corroborate this. It's not hard. If you offered on the house, I'm pretty sure it's not even. You don't even need someone to come in and testify. It's just they just need to ask one person, like the manager or something. Do you allow your staff to offer free drinks at times? And the manager could just say, not always. Sometimes we let some staff do it. It's like, oh, which staff? Oh, sometimes the supervisors have that discretion. It's Richard Gadd, it's a supervisor? Yeah, that's it. That would be the line of questioning to just get this out of the way and be like, she lied about that. Because if that was the case, but in court this wouldn't look favorable, because I'm pretty sure that would be the first thing that's gonna happen. But that's way wrong, because I need to find that. I did not write down the page paragraph numbers. Note for next time. Okay, so was not working. She pretend. No, that's a stalking. Banned. Okay, so he says this. He says this on January 25th, 2015. Harvey sent me a lengthy email acknowledging that she had been banned from the Holy Arms. This is acknowledging, and the emails is here. He says the pub where I was employed calling me naive, ugly, stupid, badly educated, and insulting and threatening several of my colleagues at the pub, threatening me with litigation. Harvey also threatened me to move back to Glasgow. I'm looking for the part in regards to the people. Regardless, it's not saying what she actually said, but it's not saying what she. Well, actually, no. No, it is saying no. Sorry, it is saying what happened at the time, but it's not saying who it was banned. Who I'm pretty sure he's going that will be established in trial. But basically, what? Let me just get to the point. The point is, this is easily provable. This is something that if you've been banned from this place, why would you then go on? Why would you then go on and say that he was the one that was being? I'm getting ahead of myself. We will talk about that on hindsight. But yes, I just want to show that inconsistency, that this one couldn't be more of a lie. And the reason why I even believe this is a lie is not because Richard said it. I literally went down and showed you a page that would mean that the coffee would have been likely free at the first part, and her version of events is now in question. if they're banned that from the pub, it's likely that the version of events that she set up was not as was supposed to happen. That's why that's the evidence I'm using. It's not out of nowhere. I wouldn't do her like that, even though I do not like anything about her, knowing what she's done to this.
But you do look and sound very similar to the actress in the drama.
I haven't seen the actress. We're both Scottish. We've both got dark hair. She's considerably younger than me. I think she's about 8 years younger than me.
How old are you?
I'm 58, so I'm younger than you. And I think Martha,
A year younger than you.
Jessica, the actress was 40, 38, 40.
Oh, she hates this girl. I just
It says in the show that you return to the same pub time and again, but you never pay for a drink.
I don't drink alcohol. And
okay.
Did you pay for anything?
lemonade or soft drinks.
Would he give you free drinks?
No, absolutely not. This is sort of a depiction of me as a pauper who wouldn't stand around or stand a drink. It's nonsense.
I can already tell. She just realized. Look at her eyes. I don't. By the way, I just wanna give a disclaimer. I'm not one to look at body language and like pay much attention to it, but it is kind of telling that you just told a story denying all of this. And if you know something exists for some reason, I don't know why. Maybe I'll just use me. If something is too difficult, I do. If I know I'm hiding, I don't know. Let me not say it. Let me not say it because that'll be my tone. Let me not say it. But I'm just saying, it looks like it looks like regret in her head. She's like she knows the reference in her head where she was given a free drink, where she did go back regularly. That's in her head, and she's just like, that's what I'm like. I wouldn't be surprised if she's in thought about that. I don't know what that means. I don't know what she's thinking. I cannot possibly know what she's thinking. But I'm just saying, it wouldn't surprise me if that flashed through her head and that, because remember, I'll show you what I mean. Let me illustrate my point like this. She has been keeping in contact. I'll play 20 seconds so that you can see that she has actually kept a firm eye contact on peers.
Lemonade or soft drinks.
Would he give you free drinks?
No, absolutely not. This is sort of a depiction of me as a pauper who wouldn't stand around or stand a drink. It's nonsense.
You see what I mean? She focused for time to sell the story, right? She focused like the way she has been for most of this. And then when it comes to like where you have to kind of bring it home, you I don't know. That stuck out to me. To me, that just means that a thought just came into your head that just reminded you when it did happen, and she is trying to deal with that. That's what I'm getting. I don't know what she's thinking, but I know something has triggered a memory, I would say. Let's go to the next clip. Before going to the next clip, 1 second. Before going to the next clip, Piers and Fiona are echoing. Oh, thank you so much for that. I know what to do. So sorry for that. Thank you so much for letting me know. Nom de plume. Shout out to everyone that are here. Yeah, sorry for the technicals. Sure. I should swear. I should actually take out my frustrations. No, I shouldn't swear. No, you're not that mad. Are you even mad? I'm not even mad. Why am I saying I'm mad? Why am I talking? Squirrel. Okay, let's get back to work. So this is the next part that I wanted to highlight, and I just want to say this next part did surprise me, and I'm going to explain why.
House, I think it would be impossible to look through a window.
Did anyone else ever see him there?
No.
So as far as you were concerned, he never turned up at your place.
Correct.
But the Netflix show has him doing that.
Oh, let me go back so that you guys know the context.
Is it true that you caught Richard Gadd looking through your window after he followed you home one day?
False.
Okay, yeah, I put the wrong timestamp down, but yeah. Anyway, she says false. She denied this.
False.
You never saw him at your house?
I didn't see him at my house. I think it would be impossible to look through a window.
Did anyone else ever see him there?
No.
So as far as as you were concerned, he never turned up at your place.
Correct.
I want to give her maximum credit for this. I really do. Because I'm pretty sure if she has had advice from a lawyer or something like that, this admission, it could go two ways. She just said that the guy didn't stalk him, but she had already. It's falling apart already. So I'm gonna give her credit. I'll give before I go in and disembowel her bit by bit, and how much of a liar she is right now, and how stupid she has been lying right now, just revealed in this last bit. Remember when she said that you met at the pub, right? She said that Richard started being obsessed with her and started, stalking her and being obsessed with her. If I'm using the word stalking incorrectly, you know what? Let me go back so that I don't want to misquote her. So 10:23 is where we're on now. I think she said at 3:47 that they met at a pub. So let's go back to 3:47. Let's see what she said.
He was holding up placard. 5 years ago on BBC Breaking News, I saw Mr. Gadd had written a play for the Edinburgh Festival, and he was holding up placards, MP's wife stalker, and all of this, and he'd called it baby reindeer. That's all I knew. And I thought, well, I've only met this guy 2 or 3 times. I don't know him. And left it at that. I should have possibly jumped it at that stage.
And when did you know that Netflix were doing something?
Okay, no. Wrong timestamp. It's 8th minute. My bad. My bad.
The show shows you coming in to a London pub. You just named the pub. And he's working behind the bar, Richard Gadd. And he offers you a cup of tea. Is that what happened?
No, that's not correct. He didn't offer me a cup of tea. Nobody gets anything free from the Holy Arms. I was in for a meal with a drink of lemonade, and I was very, very hungry. I'm diabetic, so very hungry. So that's.
And did you talk to him?
He interrupted a conversation. There was another barman there, and he said, "Oh, you're Scottish," and basically commandeered the conversation. I was talking to somebody. It's pretty rude to interrupt. So he seemed to be obsessed with me from that moment onwards.
I mean, just speaking to you, I never met you.
Okay, so she never said stalking. Strike that from strike it all. Yep, corrected. She never said stalking. She just said obsessed with him, which is okay. With that context, the lawyer may have advised her to say it like this, because the next part does make sense now. Because if she denies it, then she never said it before. Okay, that meant that nearly put the wrong information there. So, okay. In that case, I'll give her full credit. Let's go back and I'll show you why, even despite me giving her full credit for actually admitting this, because I was going to say it was going to open her up to a point in which they could have argued that this was clearly the fictional part, and the part that you are saying that you're convicted is also fictional. But because she never actually said that he was stalking him, most likely that may have been advised not to say by a lawyer. I have no idea. I don't know how these things work, etc. But let me see. Hold up. Now, before I go on to make this next point, I just want to say this, because I've noticed that Richard likes to talk in a way that's quite metaphoric and quite artistic. Because remember, he said the show is emotionally true. So that's quite an artistic way to say is true, because my feelings, I know it happened, but some of the parts may not be true. That's how he talks. And I'm going back to the filing, and he has said here that the series is not a documentary, it's a fictionalized blah, blah, but this is the main point. He says, it's an expression of my views on stalking, harassment, and sexual abuse. Right, it's his views on all of those things, etc. So I put it up. I say that to say, because he did go on to say in paragraph 15, Harvey subsequently stalked and harassed me throughout 2014 to 2017. So like, the reason why I go here is because what do you mean by stalked and harassed? I can interpret that to be appearing at his TV shows, all of those things. So why would he write that into a story and make that part fiction, right? That's the part that I'm not gonna answer. I'll let Ketchup Man answer that. When I actually do see when I actually do analyze the creative choices to leave out some of the things here, when he does, to leave out some of the things and to keep in some of the things. So yeah, Ketchup Man will be on the case for that one. I'll have to send him for that one. Not me, him. But anyway, I'm going to Ketchup Man is going to analyze exactly what how it's going to analyze exactly why he would have made the creative decision to put him as a stalker there. There's a lot of commentary there. Especially based on the context of what we know. But the stalking part, she denied it outright. This is what she says in regards to that denial. Before I go into that, let me read this out quickly. Nom de Plume says, it's emotionally true, the same as everyone's favorite My Truth. Yeah, it might as well be. Emotionally true. It's my truth. All of this just look. How about just saying what happened? It's not controversial to just say what happened. It's not according to you, not according to him, her, grandma, whatever. Just according to what happened. How about that? I hate people that say my truth. I just don't. I'm with you on this one.
False.
You never saw him at your house?
I didn't see him at my house. I think it would be impossible to look through a window.
Did anyone else ever see him there? No. So as far as you were concerned, he never turned up at your place?
Correct.
But the Netflix show has him doing that?
Yes, I believe so. I've been told that.
But that categorically didn't happen?
That categorically didn't happen.
In the course of your relationship with Richard Gadd, you sent him 41,000 emails, 350 voice messages, 744 tweets, 48 Facebook messages, and 106 letters.
That's simply not true.
I have been waiting for this moment. You all heard her, right? That's simply not true. I have been waiting for this moment. Let's go into it. What's not true, Fiona?
If somebody was sending somebody 41,000 emails or something, they'd be doing how many a day? Lots.
Well, they'd be obsessively
Yeah, absolutely no. Absolutely no.
What did you send him?
None of that's true. I don't think I sent him anything.
Let's go into one thing you did send him. No. I hate liars. One thing I hate the most is not just liars, it's bold. The ones that are bold about it. It makes me question why. It makes me question, like, when it's stupid to lie? No. It's stupid to tell the truth, smart to lie. That saying. I remember that saying usually in situations where you are, where you can stand to lose everything. My friend told me that when we were having a philosophical discussion, and he wasn't. It just. Put it this way: I may have story time for another day. I'll bring it up on the Heinz Pop-Out show. Nom de Plume, you are here. I'm pretty sure your memory is good enough. You might remind me. So remind me for the show to tell you the story, because it's one of those gray areas that I've always been asked, are you a cheater? And I'm like, I've always said no, but this one experience was a gray area. And this is where the saying came, where my friend said to me, it's dumb to tell the truth and smart to lie sometimes. So yeah, one I will tell that story one day on the Heinz Pop-Out show, which It's going to be happening in September, where the channel anniversary, the main channel anyway. Enough plugging. I've been plugging too much. I am shameless. Wow. But not as shameless as Fiona in the way that she's lying. So let's go into this. Let's go into this denial that she literally just said. I don't think I sent him anything, right? Didn't send him anything. Let's read this. Didn't send him anything. She said ever so confidently. I'm never going to forget this because she traumatized me for life. On April 27th, 2016, Harvey sent me an email. Oh, but she said she never sent him anything. Fed up with the highlight of my day being masturbating. I mean, like masturbating. And on May 6th, 2016, Harvey emailed me that she had masturbated and looked at photos of cute babies. Okay, I see what you mean. Sorry for the background noises if you are hearing something. I think Nom de Plume off the stream before we did start, and I think on the last stream that we done to go over this declaration, I think Nom de Plume highlighted in the comments that that it doesn't sound like she said she masturbated two babies, but more of she just masturbated, like did that act, and then moved on to look at photos of cute babies. But I'll be very honest. When I was reading it, like straight in one go, it looked like she was that she had actually masturbated too. It seemed like that. I was horrified. I was like, whoa! I was actually horrified. But yeah, I appreciate your perspective because I did not. Yeah, it works on its own. It works. I will let. Okay, she didn't say that. I'll let it go. Let's use this as an opportunity to correct that error. But end of the day, she lied though, right? She said, I don't think I sent him anything. Well, end of the day, it's still here. You send him. How am I more truthful than you? How? The reason why I say that is because there was a point in my life that I lied all the time. All right, I can't wait for this story time because I've got some skeletons in my closet. I need to throw out. This is probably the last skeleton. There's more. And the people that are watching that needs to hear that will hear that. So that is it. Liars. Hate them more than anything. Let's continue with this. Let's see what more she says.
You never sent him anything?
No, I think there may have been a couple of emails exchanging, but that was it. Just jokey banter emails.
Netflix.
Love it. She said, I don't think I sent him anything to begin with, and then says, oh, might have been some emails. Already, that already did stand out to me from the beginning as it just sound not credible, right? That already stood out to me as not credible. But now looking in context to the fact that there were emails and even disturbing emails, I could say with full confidence that she was denying in part of sending these type of emails that is just harassing and freaky in nature, those type of emails. But there were other emails that she sent him that she was cussing him out and doing all those things, threatening him, doing all those things. I am willing to wager, if I could see in her mind, I am willing to wager that you will see that split happening in real time. Where she's literally saying, look, this part I'm going to deny, but this part I'm proud of, basically, because there's nothing in here that's actually to be proud of. But I can see how, from her perspective, with the added, what's the word I'm looking for? There's a word, resentment. With the added resentment of being portrayed on Baby Reindeer, I can actually see why she would think that those behaviors that she did back then is now justified. Because, yeah, and then she'll go on to say, I sent some emails, which means, yeah, those behaviors, but no, the other ones. And that's why I believe that's why she kept saying he probably wrote it to himself, done all those things, is for these emails. It's for these. I'll show you. It's for these emails that she's referring to. You know, pleasing herself on Christmas. I've got a beef. I've got to beef off the tits and belly. I've piled it on because I used to walk at night, but my drug dealing neighbor next door keeps getting busted. I would kick him out physically in a minute, but I can't risk a conviction. In fact, I do have great nipples. I have to say, she's denying that. Believe it or not, like she knows her behavior is wrong. These guys, she knows right from wrong. It's basically, yeah, she knows right from wrong. And in my head, I just wouldn't be surprised if she was just trying to deny some of these, you know, some of these things in here. Let's go on to the next bit, because this is the part that she lost all credibility to me.
Did you tweet him?
I may have done years and years ago.
You actually tweeted him numerous times.
No, it wasn't numerous. It was about 18 tweets there, or 14.
It's quite a lot to someone who's not that well known.
I believe her on that one.
But we were all friends. You know, it was banter.
Right, but it establishes you were contacted. That's in public.
Yes, I mean this.
Did you write him letters?
Public, no. I think when I.
You see how? Whew, let me go back again. It's a weird train wreck. Like, do you know? Like, I hope most of you have seen how she is already losing composure in the 11th minute, and it's already 54 minutes to go. But remember how clean everything was from the beginning. She was straight, concise, and everything. All Piers is just doing like these are not even hard questions, and she's already tripping up.
When I saw the rape interview, that's actually incorrect. What it said there, when I saw that in the Guardian, I said, "What a shame! It's not your fault." Something. You like
did
that.
write to him.
One later.
Okay, so she says that she wrote that, which would she use this? Would she make up this experience to bolster herself up and make her look a bit more understanding rather than someone that is just out to get him? Yeah, maybe she could. I have no idea.
One later.
So you would say you only sent him a handful of emails. You never texted him.
No.
You tweeted him 18 times.
Never texted him. 1 second. No, let me actually double check that. 1 second. She said no, I never texted him. No, I must have. Oh no, there's no text. Okay, she's telling the truth. Wow. I'll give you that. She's telling the truth. Wow. We've got one truth, two truths now. Two truths by Fiona. I don't want to count the lies. Let's just count the truths. I don't want to count the lies. God would have to like invent new fingers or something, or like help me with my memory, because I can't remember anything past 10. And that's a double entendre. Oh, get back to the stream. Let's focus. What am I doing? Let's go back. Hey guys, make sure you like this stream and also share with your friends as well. It would really help us out with the algorithm. But yeah, thank you so much everyone that are tuned in. I hope that you are enjoying yourself. If you're watching this back on replay, hey, thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to hit the like button, and if you want to support the channel, you of course can. Links are in the description for you to know how to do so. And but best support of all is just hitting the like button and sharing this. It would really help get it out there, because I really do believe more people should see this analysis.
Times, you think? You never sent a Facebook message.
Oh, that's
and
right.
you wrote in one letter.
Yeah.
So why have they?
One letter, Facebook message. I think she's telling the truth on that one. So that's four truths. I think
got all these details here, which are
okay. Yeah, I'll put that. I'll give her 4 truths. I don't know. Richard hasn't mentioned. You know what? Let me actually mention. Let me look at Facebook. Okay, Richard hasn't mentioned Facebook. He hasn't mentioned text. Just emails. Let me see letter. So let's go to letter. So 9 results hit back. So let's go back to the letter. So in the declaration by Harvey to in support of Netflix, he says by By Richard Gadd, not Harvey. Anyway, he says, Harvey, in paragraph 23 says, Harvey sent me thousands of emails, hundreds of emails, and a number of handwritten letters. Again, I'm not going to count the lies. We'll be here all day. This is kind of truth. She's got 4. That's impressive so far for me. I actually didn't expect her to have any truths whatsoever. I actually didn't. I actually thought everything she said was a lie, because I was like, there's no way. And then when I went back to watch it, and I was like, oh, okay, cool. Like, okay, cool. I understand. Some parts though. Some parts I understand. The stalking part was the only one that escaped my mind. But I was like, okay, cool. She's capable of telling the truth, is basically what I'm saying. Anyway, these communications often included sexually explicit, violent, and derogatory content, hateful speech, and threats. So that's I don't know which one would fall for a letter, but just to be clear, this includes the emails, voicemails, and letters, and it's all supposed to be including all these things. That's just wow. So another part. This is, he says, on January 25th, 2016, Harvey mailed me a multi-page handwritten letter, which was barely legible. The letter claimed that Harvey did not read emails because she was allergic to emails, called me a prick, and demanded that I call her because she was fed up without finding about. Let's go on to the next one. This one was an email, by the way. So the 4 hits is just for this. The next hit, 5th one. So this is the harassment warning letter. We will get back to this later on. Okay, the another hit is paragraph 54. Says here, but her let's read from 53 for context. Says, after many months of speaking to the police, I eventually obtained the first instance harassment warning against Harvey. After I obtained that warning, the emails and voicemails stopped. But her behavior did not stop completely. For example, Harvey sent me another handwritten letter with some underpants. This, I did not get freaked out by this. You see what I mean? I was desensitized in the stream. I did not get freaked out by this. I actually missed it. I was actually desensitized. Oh wow. I was actually desensitized. Oh wow. I didn't even notice that. She sent him her underpants. Okay. The letter said Okay, sorry about that. Let's start again. The letter stated, you have not unblocked your email. So I've not checked my emails. Here are some lucky underpants. The outside of the envelope claimed, if you unblocked your email, you will see I sent you good wishes. This just reminded me of the character. I need to write this down. This reminds me of the time where. No, I'm gonna forget, but I need to write it down so that that if I watch a movie, so that when I watch a movie again, I'm going to know the scene. But it has something to do with Fiona saying that I'm not a bad person. I'm just trying to look after. I don't know, something to do with her trying to be nice. Probably the cafe scene that they were like, and she was like, and she just lost. I don't know, lost it. I don't know. But yeah, but I feel like there's a justification or at least a reference to this part. So I need to write it down. Let me actually write it down. If you have unblocked paragraph 54. Okay. I know there's a reference here. I feel like there's a reference to this. Nom de Plume says, ew, please, people, and don't send people your underpants. I don't. Dick pics too. Anything, like, I don't know, anything on for this. Just don't do it, man. It's just kind of weird. It's hella weird, don't you think? Anyway, let's move on. Let's move on to the letter. So that is all the letters. So she sent him 2 letters then. Before this letter that she said that she sent to him in regards to wishing him that she wishing that wishing him not wishing him, saying sorry for going through what he went through in regards with the rape by the man. Let's continue on with the interview.
Who is they? Netflix.
Who has
Which is
sent all
not
these things?
correct. So I'm sorry.
Who has sent all this stuff to him?
I've no idea. I think he's probably made it up himself.
I mean, you could prove, I guess, quite easily it wasn't you,
Correct.
because it'd all be on your.
Again. She says it's made it up. I'll bet you any money she's referencing the bad parts. She's referencing the masturbating parts. I'll bet you any money that's in her head, because I know she knows that there is something out there. I know she knows that. Okay. Let's go on. Let's continue.
Computers
Yeah,
in the past.
correct. That's right.
Would you be happy for someone to look at that?
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
What do you have? What technology do you use?
Right. What technology do I use? A very, very old smartphone just now, because the other one packed up a week before moving. That's it.
Because they're all
Like I said, all of this section, she just lost credibility to me. I mean, what is wrong by just saying, look, I have a Nokia 3410. A Siemens I remember having a Siemens C900. A Rio BlackBerry. I still have it here. I think it's here, Rio. I think I still have it here. I have an old phone. I would disclaim. I have an old, I have if I'm using it currently, I'm not even using this. If I'm using it currently, I feel like I would know the model. So I just not, I don't know, man. There are just some things that it doesn't make sense why we'd be like, I have a very old phone. It's like she's trying to say, the part where it's like sent from my iPhone. It's like she's trying to like say yes, that happened, but at the same time, he is crazy for thinking I would write send from my iPhone, because in a way this kind of admits, yeah, I sent him those things, but she's also trying to say, because it's also suggesting to me, if I'm listening to her and I just didn't know anything about this case, it's suggesting to me that when she sent this email, she's trying to send the impressions that we were not able to send emails with our old phones. The Nokia 3410, the BlackBerry. Well, the BlackBerry was just pins, isn't it? We were not doing emails at the time. Basically, the emails came. When was it? Was it 2013, 14, 12? No, 2010 from the iPhone with the mail bit. No, there wasn't. There has to be because I remember there was an iPod Touch. iPod Touch was the one that completely changed everything, because iPhone came out after the Touch. It's like they got an idea that we should turn this into a phone, because they literally made an MP3 player that was an accidental phone. I remember this because my teacher showed, my teacher was actually breaking this down in how Apple had changed their marketing strategy. This was in marketing class. He broke down how they have done it, and the mechanics or the template that they may have modeled the phone after. And he was basically saying that they have done that they got this idea most likely from the iPod Touch, because of the features that they've decided to run with since then. And he gave us examples of this, but I'm only giving that example to basically say I actually don't know exactly when the mail feature came in, but I would imagine it will be with the iPhone. I would imagine with the iPhone, because I think the iPod Touch may have had the mail feature, because I remember you can log into Wi-Fi, but I don't know which iPod Touch, whether it's third or fourth generation. I have no idea. I don't know which one, because I remember the old iPod Touches, they didn't have Wi-Fi. I can't remember that. But the newer ones that came out, they were assigned to like bring those in so that people can still buy and get the stock if they don't want to have, because even my friend said it, like, I prefer having the like, because he had both, and I'm like, they're both the same thing, but no. So sorry, he had an iPod, not an iPod Touch. He had an iPod, like I've got an iPod as well. This is why I even have an iPod now. But he basically said he had an iPod, and he basically said, I don't want to get calls in the gym while I'm working out, so I just get an iPod. So that's what he, that was basically it. But again, I don't know. But the main point is, she's trying to send the impression that because she had this really old phones, it's impossible for her to send any emails through a phone and send by my iPhone. I wouldn't do that because I have a phone. But the point I'm making is, if you have that phone with you and you're using that phone regularly, you would have said the name of the make and model at the very least. At the very least.
They're all sent from an iPhone.
Yes, so
But they believe it wasn't actually an iPhone ever being used.
meaning what
Meaning
kind
that
of
someone
phone?
was hiding the fact that they were actually not using it. They were pretending it was from an iPhone.
I don't really
You see,
understand that.
well, you see what I mean? Because to be honest, I'll give Fiona props, because she knows full well what Piers is talking about here. But because Piers is trying to explain the absurdity of someone sent from my iPhone, she's just jumping on that to be like, I don't know what you're talking about. So Piers is like, you can hear Piers' voice even like not breaking, but like, he's like, he doesn't really believe that someone would actually send this. So she's just playing to that. It's like, if you don't believe it, I don't believe it, basically. It's what I'm saying.
Well, people can mask where they're sending stuff from.
Okay, right. I'm not technology whiz kid of the year. I wasn't doing that either.
You see what I mean? She tried to jab Piers as if he doesn't know, as if all those things, and then when he rebutted with that, that's when she's like, oh, she's like, okay, now is my out. Now is my out. I'm gonna say I'm not a tech whiz. I'm not this. I don't know how to work this. Reinforcing the idea of, I have an old phone. I don't know how to send emails. I don't know how to send this. I said I sent a couple of emails, but she's, at least if you're like subconsciously, I mean, I don't know. I think subconsciously you pick up, because she doesn't say it explicitly, but subconsciously implicitly, I feel like she's saying that I sent emails, but this would be from a location, like a location that everyone would see, like a library or something like that, and it would be, that's how she would send it, basically. Not from a phone. It would be from a public area, innocent, all those things. You might not pick that up, but believe me, if you really did believe that this girl is like a boomer of all boomers, I mean, she's already old, like she, you might believe, this might actually be true, and that's why she has qualified like that, because I know she hasn't, like, I think she knows how technology works. I think she does, and I think she has a private laptop at her house. But I feel like she's trying to create this impression that the emails that she was sending him was most likely from a public computer, not from a private computer. If that makes sense, because of the whole part that he just said. Because people can mask all these things, and that's why I feel like she said, I'm not a whiz. So because that's why I feel like she said that. But even if you're not a whiz, you can still have a computer at your house. I wished Piers asked, oh, do you have your own computer at home? I wish he asked that question. I wish, because that would have just like let us know in a way what's actually really going on in the family or in the house, if that makes sense. So let's go on. Let's continue to watch this. Before I do, let me go into the chat. How is everyone doing? I hope you guys are doing well. Every single one of you that are tuned in, I know it was an impromptu stream, if I'm being honest with you. I was in two minds of doing the stream. So I've never streamed on Friday night before. Usually Fridays, I usually have engagements, religious engagements that I have to attend with. But this is but I thought, let me try and see, because it's just another, let me try and see. But if you guys would like more streams, like on maybe on Saturday night, I am usually free on Saturday nights. If you guys would like a stream on Saturday nights, I wouldn't mind doing something like this on Saturday nights, like a catch up docket episode or whatever. So let me know what you guys would like to see in the future in the chat if you guys are listening back, or or in the comments if you're listening back on playback, anything like that. Let's go. So let's go back into the video.
I mean, obviously, when you make such an emphatic denial of the central point of the story, you're basically accusing both him but also Netflix of lying about it.
I am.
And that's pretty defamatory.
It's not defamatory if it's true.
No, it's defamatory that they've been to you.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, I misunderstood there. Yes, exactly. I don't see how anyone could do 41,000
Hold up. No. Okay.
emails.
Yeah, she's just diminishing everything. But I mean, we don't need 41,000 exactly, but it's a strawman argument. No one is asking for an exact number. It's just there's a voluminous amount of email. There is a lot of emails sent by you, but she's focusing on in my opinion, she's focusing on the specifics because she just wants to make it seem ridiculous. In all fairness, it's just like she's a master manipulator. She's a manipulator.
And all this kind of stuff.
And
I don't know how much you know about technology, but are you aware that if it was you sending those emails, it would be very easy for the police, for example, to work out exactly where they come from?
Here.
The IP address would reveal
yes,
that.
I understand that, and it stays on forever. But the point is, this was years and years ago. We were congratulating him.
But it would all still be there.
It was years and years ago. Hold on to that thought.
Yes, I understand that. Yeah.
And if you sent 41,000 emails,
this is just a lot of rubbish. Yeah, so that should be stored there.
Well, they'd all be there.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got them.
He's not got 41,000 emails. That's over a year.
Well, according to you, there's only a handful.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay, there's a lot to unpack. We will go back to this emails part, but I want to go back to the part that she literally admitted to a very key part that could get this case dismissed completely. Let's go back to the declaration. On paragraph 41, on paragraph 40, let's start from 40 for context. Paragraph 40 onwards states, after years of enduring Harvey's stalking, harassment, and abuse and threats, I went to the police in February 2016. So when she says this was years ago, it's 2024 now. It is years ago. I can actually understand this. I would say this if I need to be like, yo, I did not like that experience. Don't take me back there, kind of thing. I would just try and push it away. The police warned me that police intervention might exacerbate the situation and lead to further prolonged contact from her. I recommend that they refer Harvey to the inappropriate mental health community intervention team for support in this case, rather than issue a first harassment warning letter. Right. That's the first part. Now let's get to the real meat. Hold up. No, that's not it. This is it. Page 52. The first, so just went through that part just to give the context that they could have intervened a lot sooner in 2016. Again, this is years ago, February, but they didn't. They rather sent for a psych evaluation. In my opinion, let me not get ahead of myself. Let me continue. Paragraph 52 reads, where's my water? Forgot to bring my water. All right, let's brave through this. The cumulative effect of all of Harvey's actions was enormous. It was exhausting and extremely upsetting to deal with constant personal interactions in the holy arms, her following me around London, including near where I lived, and her relentless and deeply unpleasant communications. As I explained above, I was frightened about what she might be capable of. given the progressive hostility and escalation in her communications and volume of conduct. After many months of speaking to the police, I eventually obtained a first instance harassment warning against Harvey. After I obtained that warning, the emails and voicemails stopped. In my opinion, this is a case dismissal. How the judge in the United States will pass through all of this is going to be interesting, because I want to see if he's not going to say convicted, but if they sent her a warning, this could be equivalent to a restraining order, depending on how it's argued, because of how she stopped in the end. I don't know. It could be equivalent. It's not a restraining order, by the way. It's not. It's actually not. There's a different name for that I'm blanking on right now, but it's not a restraining order. But I'm saying I don't know how the judge would look at this information and be like, if she has got formal warning from the police and Gadd goes on to write that she's a convicted stalker, the judge, I wouldn't blame the judge if he looks at that as a creative departure. It doesn't even sound far-fetched either. I wouldn't think it would get appealed either. I wouldn't think it would lose on appeal either. You know what I'm trying to say? I think that there's enough here that, again, I wish I could argue it. I wish I knew how to argue it. I wish I go to law school, because honestly, I'm picturing it. I feel like if I go there, graduate, finish all of that, I would be reading all of them, and I would know the questions I would ask. I would know the arguments to make all those things just by reading all this. And I can't. I just want to do that. Oh, that would be so insightful. Anyway, yeah. So as it says, after that, I obtained warning. The emails and voicemails stopped. Remember, though, she said that was a long time ago. I don't think she's referencing. I'm sorry, I don't think she's referencing the first part that I went to. She's referencing this part. I stopped. That was a long time ago. I haven't messaged him at all. That was a long time ago, because she actually has had credible. She actually has had credible contact with the police, and she's like, "Oh, I better stop then." That was a long time ago. Hold up. Let me. I went back too early. Let me just check the chat quickly, see how everyone is doing. Okay. You guys are really lurking. All right. I don't know what question to ask. I was gonna ask a question, but I just forgot. I was gonna ask. I was gonna do a poll quickly. But I literally forgot the question. I forgot the question. Never mind. It was something to do with her character, though. Anyway, let's continue on with the video clip.
According to you, there's only a handful.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, how long would that take someone to type up?
How many do you think you sent him?
A handful.
Like
a handful. And bearing in mind, these letters that is in here, this is like, by the way, it's like, I don't even think it's 20. I think there's a lot of letters in here. There's a lot of material here. There's a lot of communications here. So for her to even say a handful is kind of weird, because the show already had, by the way, the letters in the show and all that, the emails, all that, they're not here. I can't remember they're not here. These are new, at least to me. Maybe I'm missing a reference. So for her to say a handful, I'm like, that's a bold-faced lie. Remember, she's on 4 truths. Can she get to 5? If she gets to 5, and that will be a handful for me, and I'll give it to her. I'm like, okay, she's a truthful person. Despite what she says, I will actually say she's a truthful person. If she gets to 5, I will say she's a truthful person.
Mm-hmm. And if you sue, for example, then this will go to a court of law. And then on discovery, people will look into all this. The phone company will be asked about evidence of all the text messages. The internet providers will provide all the backup for the emails. Facebook will be asked about the Facebook messages, and so on. So all of this would come out in a court case.
In disclosure, yes.
And you're prepared to do that?
Yes. Because I didn't write him the emails.
One truth. Just one. You can do it, Fiona, just one. If you say this one truth, you will win this. I will forget every lie that I have brought up here and say, no, that's a lie. I will forget it. I'll forgive it. I am a very forgiving person. If I just hear one truth in the next part, because everything else here I'm going to be covering in different streams that I have planned. So be on the lookout for that. But just one, before we close off on this one, because I do need to go very, very soon. Before we close off on this one, just one truth. That's all you need, Fiona. One. Don't let me down.
Who do you think did?
I have no idea. I think he probably made them up himself. I've no idea.
One. That's all you have to do. I have written here 16:15. I've written 16:15. We have 15:26. So she has 1 minute, 15 seconds to just tell the truth. One truth, and I will defend her. I will defend her. Everything. I will defend her. I will become her biggest advocate if she tells a truth in the next minute.
41,000 emails.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't know.
would you accept that someone who did that would be very obsessive about someone?
Yes. I mean, that's a lot of emails. And why now? Why didn't you go to the police at the time? Or this sort of doesn't make sense.
I mean,
One truth. One truth. Why didn't he go to the police at the time? Could that be? Should I give her that one? Is that a truth? Is that a truth, or is that just a stupid statement to make? Why didn't you do this at the time? Well, what were you wearing
the
at the
internet
time?
providers.
When I was sexually assaulting you, what were you wearing at the time? Have you considered that? Have you considered when I was harassing you that you should go to the police at the time? Richard, have you considered this? This girl is awful. This woman is awful. And I cannot believe she actually said that. Did you not hear yourself? Wow.
This will provide all the backup for the email.
Let me go to a chat quickly. We are just stunned into silence. I'm the blue well said. Phoebe MC, welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in. I need to find a good time for you guys because I feel like you guys would tune in if you guys just had time free. So maybe I might switch to do night streaming in the weekdays because Sunday is fine. Everyone comes on Sunday, so I don't know. Weekends are fine for like this time, but for some reason, so maybe I might switch to like midnight and start streaming then. Who knows? But yeah, so yeah. But yeah, so let me just read this. Thank you so much for the comment, Phoebe. Read. I haven't seen Baby Reindeer since I boycotted Netflix for a while. Why are you boycotting Netflix? I couldn't pay for a service either while suing them, content creator, but blaming on having it for my kid. Wait, suing them? Wait, what's the going on here? I know. No, Andy didn't go through with the lawsuit, so it can't be like Is it standing in solidarity? Is it something that you're doing in respect to Andy? I don't think Andy asked anyone to. I'm not saying Andy asked anyone to do that, by the way. But I'm saying it could be Phoebe's expression to help Andy's petition. I don't know, but let me know. Like, wait, are you suing Netflix or someone else suing Netflix? PBMT says we could. No, I'm saying I already do weekends, but the times are earlier. So I thought it would work during the week as well, that you guys will be here early as well, but I don't get the same results. So I'm like, okay, cool. Then maybe I need to change the time during the week, to like basically, hopefully you guys will see him. Okay. So Phoebe MC says, he didn't boycott them. I did all the things they did to other content. Oh, okay. Understood. Thanks for clearing that up. Yeah, okay, fair enough. I would say for this one, it will be understandable if you're like, let's firm it for this one. But there are, let me not encourage that lifestyle. I grew out of that lifestyle. Let me not encourage it. Nom de Plume says, by the way, I may type a lot in the chat, but I am not your Martha. Just find the topic really interesting. No, Nom, you could never. Come on, Nom. I want you to type a lot. I want people, like, if it's not harassing if you're typing a lot in the chat. It's not obsessive. Like, that's her gaslighting. That's her gaslighting. She's a manipulator. She's trying to make you think that no. That's what she's been selling. That's why she keeps downplaying and being like, nope, little emails, 10, 12, etc. Because yeah, anyway, that's gaslighting. No. Do your thing. Hell to the no. PBMC says, among other things, there are ridiculously high price for the crap they sell. Yeah, I had to I mean, I don't have Netflix. I only have Prime, and I just think that they have much better content personally, and a lot of catalogs. That's the only one I have, and I'm paying for. It's the same thing as Spotify. I'd rather pay more for Tidal than Spotify, because Spotify is just, the algorithm sucks. I cannot find one new track. It's just whatever they want me to listen to. If I wanted that, I'll just turn on the radio. It's not that difficult. It still exists. Frequencies just didn't die just because the iPhone was invented. PBMC says, I type a lot in the chat sometimes. I'm the only one on the plume. I feel it either way. All right, let's go back, and we still got a minute left of this interview. So let's see, will she tell the truth? Let me put this in the poll, actually. Let me put this in the poll. Do you guys think that she will tell the truth? Let me go to the poll and put it to you guys, and then we'll close off on this. Oh yeah, let me go to the poll. Oh, there we go. Let me ask the question. Do you think she will tell the truth in my 1 minute allocated just for her? Let's find out. All right, everyone who are logged in right now, do vote and let me know what you think. I think we only have 4 concurrent viewers at the moment, so yeah, so I should be seeing 4 votes. Hopefully you guys have been paying attention. But yeah, like, hopefully you guys have been enjoying the stream so far as well. I just want to point that out. Thank you everyone that has tuned in, by the way. It means a lot to me that you guys have decided to spend these moments, like, today with me, because I do appreciate it, especially the fact that it's last minute. So yeah.
Emails, Facebook will be asked about the Facebook messages, and so on. So all of this would come out in a court case.
In disclosure, yes.
And you're prepared to do that?
Yes. Because I didn't write him the emails.
Who do you think did?
I have no
Martha, just one.
idea. I think he probably made them up himself. I've no idea. 41,000 emails.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, would you accept that someone who did that would be very obsessive about someone?
Yes. I mean, that's a...
Ooh, we have reached a gray area. Ooh. This is a question.
That would be... I mean, would you accept that someone who did that would be very obsessive about someone?
Yes.
So she does admit it is obsessive. Would you agree? Was a question though. So is it truthful? Is she being truthful? Should I give her this one? Has she told the truth, the last truth here? Should I give her this one? Just type Y in the chat. Let me know Y or yeah or N in the chat. Should I give her this one? Is it too cheap? Should I give her this one?
I mean, that's a lot of emails. And why now? Why didn't you go to the police at the time? Or
No.
Sort of doesn't make sense.
Okay, I remember the context. Nope. I'm not gonna give it. No. What were you wearing at the time? I was. No, I'm not doing that. No. Okay.
I mean, the fact that Netflix have said this is based on reality, this is a true story that Martha did, the real life Martha, the person they based this on, who Richard Gadd has written about, is the person that sent these, and he has the evidence to prove it. What you're saying is that proves you cannot be Martha.
Yes, and I would like to see Netflix's evidence for that, which would come.
That proves you cannot be Martha. She says yes. She's not telling the truth though. So it's just an opinion. So it's not the truth. Again, I have it written down here. Okay, 5 seconds left. 6:15. She has 5 seconds to tell the truth. Or 10 seconds. I don't know. I could have written down the wrong timestamp. So let's see where the natural conversation flows. But she has very small amount of time left to tell the truth. She told 4 truths so far. Just tell 1 truth, and I will defend you to the end of the earth. I love you. I'm joking. I'm not going to
come out in disclosure as well.
And you're 100% sure it's not you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Was that the truth? She 100% sure it's not her. Is that the truth? Is that the truth? Should I give her this one?
It goes on to say that you heckled Richard Gadd when he was appearing in his stand-up shows. Did you ever do that?
No.
Okay, I gave the wrong timestamp. This is a lie as well. Okay, so it is going to continue on for a while. Let's see where this leads us.
Never.
No, it's not.
Did you ever attend?
Oh, okay. I'll say maybe it's 30 seconds or something. You probably stop. So let's say she has 30 more seconds to prove herself. She says no already. We know this is a lie. So again, I'm not counting a lie. I'm not counting lies. It's just the truth. 1 more truth. That's all she has to do.
I went to 1. It was a long time ago.
And you never shouted out or anything?
Why would I do that? No.
I don't know.
She says she went to 1.
No.
It's a lie because Richard said that she usually frequents. In fact, let's actually go to the declaration. In fact, let's go to comedy show. Let's see if she's telling the truth. Okay, attended. Let me see. Attended many. Okay. Nope, she's not telling the truth. All right, I don't have to give you this one. Richard said she attended many of my comedy and fair performances. She said 1. I don't think that's the truth. Richard already provided me with seats. I'm going to believe him. She hasn't provided me with anything outside of lip service. You 1 truth. Oh, this could be true. I might have to give her this one. This could be true. I might have to give her this one. Let me know in the chat. Should I give her yes or no? Because remember, if I give it to her, I'm going to defend her all through this lawsuit. Should I give? Let me go back. Should I actually? Also, if you're watching this back on replay, let me know in the comment section. Should I actually give her this one? This is the pub scene. And to be quite fair, I don't think in all reading that, I don't think Richard mentions it. I don't think Richard mentions it. The only attack here. Oh, I forgot to share the tab. Sorry, guys. The only attack here is the Muslims part and all of that. That's the only thing I attacked. So, is she like? I'm gonna use something. I'm gonna use a reverse Uno card. I'm gonna reverse Uno this. Because Richard has not mentioned the girlfriend, it is up for dispute. Is he said, he said. So there's no proof. I cannot verify that she's lying. One truth, Fiona, one truth. Let's go. Just admit it. Just admit it. Just admit it. Just admit it. We know you did it, but okay, let's continue.
But I'm getting.
I have, so
I
I'm
got
telling you.
yes, I got all the court allegations, the trial allegations.
I'm going to come to that, but on that
yeah.
point, did you ever turn up at his house?
No, I don't know. I don't know where he lived. No.
House. Did he tell her? No, she said no. She doesn't know where she lived. I think you do. If you to send an unwritten email letter, you do. So no, that's a lie.
Absolutely know it.
So whoever's doing all this is somebody completely different.
This is a fictional character, hyperbole, exaggeration. This is a fiction
Well, it's based on
of his imagination.
They say it's based
1729. So nothing. 1 minute 30.
on a real person.
Who's they? Netflix.
Well, Netflix and Richard Gadd.
Netflix.
All right, they're talking about the movie.
But as
now.
mad as Richard Gadd, if they're saying that,
Let's
it's
see.
absolutely not correct.
Did you ever
Let's see if Piers Oscar.
contact Richard Gadd's parents and threaten them?
No, that allegation was put to me by journalists. No.
Okay. Reverse Uno. Richard Gadd didn't make it. Journalists did. I'm gonna stop here because if she keeps talking, oh my gosh. No, seriously. I actually okay.
Never
me
happened.
do one more.
No.
Never happened.
There's one key point in the drama
Yeah.
that
But do I give that to her? Because that is the truth. It's the journalist. But at the same time, Richard never made the allegation. Should I give that to her? Let me know. Let me know in the chat or the comments. Let's hear what this question is. If it's something to do with something fact-based, we'll continue. If it's not, all of this because I didn't write down the right timestamp. Anyway, if it's not, we'll just end it here.
it has Martha's character pleading guilty to intimidating Richard Gadd in court and sentenced to 9 months prison time.
Okay, they're going into the character now. So this is he said. I'm gonna stop it there. There is nothing to verify whatever they're gonna say. So I'm gonna be reverse Unoing too many times. So I'm gonna stop it there. But as you can see, she couldn't do it. Just one truth she had to tell. One. She just had one handful. She said handful. I would have given her one handful. One hand. She just had to tell it, but she couldn't, unfortunately. Exactly. She qualifies the answer. Phoebe, everyone's saying no. Phoebe MC says, I think Richard took some creative license with the arrest and will likely lose because of that. But she is a piece of work. I don't think so. Unfortunately, I will have to disagree with this. I don't think she's going to lose. I don't think he's going to lose because he has actually provided proof of the creative license he took. So the word creative license, if you want to extrapolate that a little bit, creative on its own, yeah, if there was no such thing as license in that word, maybe you can then argue that he can be in hot water for that because it was just, but the license here, at least the operation of that word is referencing at least some form of material to hold on to. That's when you have a creative license away from this. At least I'm guessing that would be the context in a legal sense. In terms of, if I see creative license, that Richard had creative license to write Fiona Harvey, to write Martha based on Fiona Harvey, the license would be these text messages, these emails. I think he has enough. If a lawyer was to argue that, I can't see it. I don't know how you would argue this. I don't know. But I would argue that if I knew how to. That's the first thing I'm arguing. I'm like, no, he does have the license because he has the communications to prove that this did happen. This was in the interest of the public because it was just to raise awareness of this behavior, not to go at Fiona. I think it helps him a lot that he does have these communications. Even if he decided even if the conviction was false, and I agree, I think it is false. I think it was just for emotional beats, but that could easily be explained away because he does have proof of police involvement. I think there's enough here to actually be like, this is protected by the First Amendment. Especially, I'm surprised why she went to California, especially with anti-slap over there, but I'm surprised why she went there and not here, because over here is easier. but then again, Netflix is located. But then you're here, so again, it's easier to do it here. I don't know why she went there. For someone with, non-diplom says, for someone with a law degree and presumably a team of solicitors, she's digging herself into a hole. Her legal team must be tearing her hair out. Honestly, I think we should start a change.org petition. I think we should start a petition, like, you know, people like me, right? Like, right? I feel like I would put her law degree into use. I feel like we should start petitioning for people like this that just are stupid, that just have, just liars and just not smart. I think we should change their degree and give it to other people. Let them advance in life. Oh gosh, I need to go to uni, man. I need to get back to uni. And finish this. Anyway, PBMC says, I can't handle you defending Laura. Never mind this nuts. Phoebe. You know what? This is the last time I'm gonna defend Laura. I don't want people hating me, man. I have thick skin, but it's not that thick. I am sensitive. I don't get upset. I don't want no smoke. Okay, no problems. After the debate on Tuesday, that's coming up with Lethal Lauren. That's going to be it for no more debates. No more. I won't be defending Laura anymore. Okay, Phoebe. No more. I am tired of it myself, but I will be trying to defend Robert Tellers though. So I just need to find someone to debate with. But I do want to debate that one. I do want to defend him. Non-diplom says I'm gonna close out after this. The stupid thing is all Netflix had to do was type this is based on a true story. No. I think they did the right thing. It just depends on how they argue. It depends on how they argue in the motions to dismiss it. But I think they did the right thing by going for the Fargo, this is a true story thing. I think that's smart. I don't know. I feel like I would argue that if I knew law, if I knew the mechanics of the law, I feel like I would argue that well for Netflix if I was part of his part of their litigation team. But I would assume that with the power with the finances they have, they probably have someone that would argue that a lot the same way I did, but legally, or even better, yeah. With the constant lying and nom de plume says, with the constant lying and evasive answers, I can see why she was trying for a job in politics. You're funny. Okay, basing down arguments of Fred is painful. Oh, it'll be painful too. Tell us it's a hot mess. No, but I feel a lot more confident defending him. I do. There's a lot more to work with him. I would feel a lot more comfortable debating and defending him. But yeah, thank you so much, everyone. Let me just close this poll, and 2 people voted, so it will be a split if it's a yes or no. I don't know the results. It's 4 people here, so 2 people voting, and 3 people deciding to look. It is what it is. Let's end the poll. And the results are no on 100%. So there is no truth, and that is true for all way around. Let's just, I don't have any final thoughts on this. It's just, I'm just gonna say I'm going to analyze everything that I saw on hindsight in terms of the abuse that she is subjecting Richard through by doing that interview and what it is, and also the manipulative behaviors that is out here. I'm gonna try and find some literature to kind of back up what I'm saying as well. But hopefully I'll see you guys on hindsight. It will be at a new time. I'm gonna try midnight UK time, that is, but it will be 6 p.m. or 7 p.m. Eastern time. So I'm gonna try that time and see how that works out for everyone. And I'm gonna do that for a whole month of September. But everyone now coming in, it's like 5 viewers. Something tells me if I was to push this stream up to like 10, maybe 11 o'clock at night, probably would have had more people, and more people would have got to see the analysis live. But if you've enjoyed the replay, definitely think of subscribing, and watch and also hit the bell notification as well when you subscribe, so that you can get alerted for whenever we go live, and also whenever we make a community post. So, and this will keep you guys informed. I will be going through so the new times for next week. Apart from the Lethal Lauren stream, because that's already booked and confirmed. That's going to be the same time at 2 p.m. Eastern time. That's not going to change. It's already booked and confirmed. I'll see you guys there. But for the rest of the stream, like weekdays, midnight UK time, or 7. I will let you guys know in the community notes. But weekdays, that will be new times across the board. Weekends, it will be this time that we started today. So hopefully, but yeah, we will definitely crank this up again. Phoebe says I think that'll work. Nom the Plume says great stream again. I really look forward to these. I really appreciate you, Nom. I'm glad that you do, because honestly, I really enjoy talking about these type of subjects and doing this type of analysis, just based on what I know, and just based on the evidence, all of this. I enjoy it, so I'm glad that you guys are enjoying it too, and you guys do look forward to the streams. I will try my best. I am trying to improve my communication skills. I find that even though I can communicate in real life and articulate myself well and make myself known, virtual life is different. It's not the same. So I've had to kind of change my brain around a little bit, kind of rewire it. But hopefully I'll be communicating with you guys a lot more, and you guys will be a lot more informed ahead of time before I do anything. I'll try and make sure that I put up a stream announcement 2 days before, so that you guys at least have an idea, okay? Thanks for tuning in, by the way. Make sure you check out the main channel, Dr. Hines, or at Hindsight, and I will see you there. We have interviews over there, loads of content to do with just getting to the heart of the matter. Over here is Ketchup Court, the loveliest, funnest, amazing court in the land, where if you're playing catch up, we catch up with you. So let me give you the Heinz TLC package before you guys go. Go to the comment section and have your back and forths there. Guys can have your back and forths. Make sure that they're healthy though. Make sure that they're respectful. Do not be a creep. Do not be a creep. We don't like creeps here. We don't like those. Share this stream. Do all those good YouTube things. Share this with your grandma. Anyone that in your family, your dog. If you saw an ant walking down the street, tell them about it, because they have a whole colony. So imagine ants getting. Do you see the vision? Imagine ants getting computers and then able to work out how to register for YouTube. Yo, we would have 2 million subscribers by tomorrow. So make sure you tell that ant, but don't tell the scrubs. None. We don't want no scrubs here. We rather have an ant than a scrub. Don't tell no scrubs out there. All right, I will. I'm gonna say goodbye. I'm just glad you see the vision, because if that means I've lost it, that means I'm dreaming high. Sky's the limit. Anyway, I'll just end it there. Hopefully you guys had fun today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the stream. Take care of yourself and have a great evening. Bye-bye. The show is over, but that does not mean that the fun has to end. And I know how cliche that sounds, but really and truly, the fun really does not have to end. You know how good our streams are and how fun they can be. So we have decided to put them all into a podcast and a playlist format for you to binge on if you so wish. We also do recaps and clips of the best bits, the worst bits, all of those bits, lady bits, every bit, whatever it might be. We do that as well, and we upload onto the channel so in case you guys just wanna you don't wanna watch the full thing, you have the option of watching just the short versions. It's up to you. You have the choice. You have the power like E-Man. So without further, you can also check out the main Heinz website where we continue the discussions over there, but in a more broader context to try and get into the psychology of why all these things happen. The end screen should be up here so that you guys can see the content you guys can watch. The playlist will be on your left hand side or right hand side, I don't know which one, and the video that and a recap clip should pop up here. So without further, I'll just say bye, and I'll see you on the next stream, and most importantly, the Unintentional Juror podcast. See you there.